Hello everyone, welcome back to Troublesome Trucks and Crash City Requested episode 111. Today it is a request by Train Story, and they have a 7-engine free-for-all consisting of engines Charlie, Lady, Duke, Luke, Rosie, Duncan, and Scruff. It'll be the best out of 7 rounds. May the best engine win, and let's begin with round 1. Alright, for round 1 we have Luke going first. Then we have Lady, Charlie, Duncan, Duke. Duncan has collided with Lady. Charlie's collided. Lady all gets shoved over, and Duncan's also down. Charlie keeps going. 2 engines down, 5 still going. Charlie's pushing Luke. Rosie is pushing Duke and is now derailed. Charlie racing after, Scruff racing after them. Charlie fell over on the points. Rosie's got shoved out. Scruff now pushing Duke around, and then we have Luke on the other side. Oh no, Scruff looks like he's in trouble. I'm not sure how long he's gonna keep going on like this. Oh, and he's falling off the points too, just like Charlie. Now we just have Luke and Duke. Only 2 engines left, but they're on pretty much opposite sides of the track, so it looks like we're gonna have to do a tiebreaker right away. Alright, tiebreaker, as most of you know, just whatever engine pushes the other one off the edge of the track wins or derails the other one. So Duke on the left, Luke on the right. 3, 2, 1, go. And it looks like Luke is pushing Duke. Duke slipping, and he's off the track, and looks like Luke will get the first point on the board. So Luke on 1 point. Of course, it's the first round, so no one else has any points. But Luke has a good start to this competition. We'll see if he can actually win this in the long run. But for now, he's in the lead. So let's get them back at the starting gate for round 2. Okay, round 2 to start with. We have Luke going off, and we got Scruff. Don't see Scruff too often in these ones, so he's nice to see him out and about. Most of these other engines, though, are in quite a few. And I think Duncan and Duke and Charlie and Rosie and a lot of these engines are usually pretty good at these, but Scruff is a bit new to this. Only been in a couple, but Charlie, all the engines are still going, but Charlie is slightly derailed. Oh, so Scruff derailed on the points as well, and Charlie's fallen over, but all the other engines are still going. Duncan is racing around pushing Duke along. Rosie is caught up behind Luke. Lady's chasing after Duncan and Duke. But doesn't look like might not be any crashes for a little bit, so might need the sabotagers. Or looks like Rosie's actually now derailed. She's stuck on the cross tracks now. Duke, Duncan, and Lady still going. Luke collides with Rosie. Rosie's gone. So we got 3 engines down, 4 still going. Duncan squished between Lady and Duke. Luke on his own could maybe get a second point to himself. But there's a line of engines, looks like they're chasing after him. So might be in for some trouble there. Getting closer and closer at the cross tracks. I'm not quite sure. Is this one? Oh, very close. Just missed, I think, this time. Oh, Duncan's now derailed. Oh, that's not good. Duncan is being squeezed. It looks like Lady could be in trouble, too. Duncan derailed. He's flipped over. Lady is hobbling along the tracks. Duke on a vengeance against Luke. Oh, now they're stuck. Oh, Luke's trying to go. Oh, he's falling over. Duncan fell over and derailed Luke and then stopped Duke and Lady, but Luke kind of hobbled past and fell over. Wow, that was a wild ending. I did not expect derailed Duncan to change up the whole game, but Duke and Lady are stuck, and Luke was derailed, but he still managed to kind of move somewhat, even though he's half off the track. So I think we might give that round 2 to Luke as well. That was really crazy, but I think we're gonna roll with it. Luke, second point on the board. That was a very close one. If Duncan hadn't been stuck there, then things could have ended out a lot differently, but Duke and Lady are stuck, and Luke, I think, was the last one just barely going, so Luke takes it. Let's reset for round 3 now. Alright, and to start the rounds again, we got Luke off, followed by Duncan, Charlie, Lady, Scruff the Scruncher. Duncan eliminates Lady. Oh my goodness, and now Charlie is taking out my Scruff. Rosie had a bit of false start. Oh, Luke pushes through. Rosie clears the way, and Duke is the last engine out. So we got 3 engines left. Luke, of course. Who else would you expect? Duke and Rosie as well. Duke has been one of the last few engines in this competition as well. But Rosie's here now, and it looks like she's racing after Luke. Will there be a collision at the cross track? I might just miss. Oh, and they do. That was not far off though. So Rosie is chasing after Luke, hunting him down. Might probably knock herself off, more likely, because that seems to be what's happening to the engines that push other engines. So, but they now heading for Duke. Get past Lady, and I think this is going to be where it all goes down, and they're stuck. Oh no! Duke is derailed. Rosie got shoved over, and Luke behind Duke and pushing him. Duke is derailed, struggling around the point on the bend, and now he falls over at the points. Luke once again. I don't know how some of these engines can get so many points on the board and not one of the other engines can get a point on the board, but that's just crazy. But once again, Luke, 3 points in a row. He is on a hot streak today. I think then this happened like other episode with Mavis and stuff. Man, and then Ferdinand was doing pretty well in the other competition as well, so I don't know, maybe we could just have Luke on his own team and then everyone else against him, and he's still winning right now. So let's go on to round 4 and see if Luke can finally be eliminated. Alright, see, Luke goes again first, because usually I have a rule that the winner of the last round goes first, and usually it balances it out, but not always. So Luke is collided with Rosie. Oh, Luke is caught up on Rosie. Can he recover? It's not looking too good. Oh, he's finally over. Lady falls over as well. Now we got, oh no, Scruff tips over to Duncan and Charlie. Oh, Charlie, bashes through. Oh dear goodness. That was a wild conclusion. Luke finally got eliminated, but it was kind of derailed Duke and Scruff, I think. So then Charlie took out Duncan and then rammed into Duke, and then they both just tipped over. That was a very quick and crazy conclusion to, what is this, round 4, but Charlie took out Duncan, and then he charged at Duke, and they both tipped over. But I think Duke was stuck on the cross track. His front wheels were off, and then Charlie crashed into him and knocked him over. He knocked himself over in the process. However, since he went on the attack, I think we're gonna, and Duke was already kind of derailed in the first place, we are gonna let Charlie take this point. So finally, someone other than Luke is on the board, although it might be too late because we still have 3 rounds and Luke has won 3 points and there's only 3 rounds left, so he might have already won this, but at least some other engines are getting some points, so we'll take that as a win for all the other engines. So yeah, good job, Charlie. That was very wild conclusion. Alright, that's round 5 over. Round 5 is inbound. Okay, Charlie finally gets to go first. Then we have Scruff following, the 2 Trackmaster 2 engines in this competition. We got Duke, and we got the champion leader, Luke, and the other L engine lady, Duncan, and Rosie. All engines still going. Luca derails Duncan. Oh, but Luca gets taken over as well. Rosie tries to take out Lady. That doesn't quite work out. Charlie's still going. We also got Duke, Lady, and Scruff. Oh, Scruff just got a little nudge on the back by Charlie. They are racing around. They have breakneck speeds. Charlie eliminates Scruff. He is on a warpath. Lady is pushing Duke around. Oh, Charlie gets caught up on Scruff. I guess that's karma for Charlie knocking Scruff over. Oh, he's falling over. It looks like that's not going to be a tough spot to get through. It's basically a trap. So how the engines get through, Lady's shoving Duke past, and now she's derailed and she is stuck. Oh my goodness, that was crazy round. Charlie and Scruff are just zooming around the tracks, and Charlie derailed Scruff, knocked himself over, and then Duke and Lady plowed through and got knocked over as well. That was very fascinating, very entertaining. Thank you guys for that. Lady was the last one going, I believe, so she will pick up a point. Now tied with Charlie for second place. Still not really a threat to Luke and his 3 points. All the other four engines on 0 still. Still got 2 more rounds, so let's keep going with the competition. Alright, the rounds keep going. Only 2 left, but Lady goes first this time. Then we got Rosie, the 2 girl engines. Luke, Scruff. Rosie just misses Luke this time. Duke. And finally, Charlie. Scruff is pushing Luke around. Charlie and Lady, looks like they actually somehow survived and neither one of them fell over. All engines are still going. This is actually crazy. Oh, Charlie eliminates Lady. Duke and I think Duncan had a confrontation. Scruff looked like he was derailed, but he's back on temporarily. Oh, he's derailed now. Rosie eliminates Charlie. Scruff tips over. Rosie is barely going. Oh, she's fallen over. We only have narrow gauge engines left. Luke. Back, holding strong once again, Duncan and Duke. Duke's been close a couple of times, but just hasn't got a point on the board yet. Duncan, feel like hasn't really been one of the last few engines going around each time, but he's here now, and he's pushing Luke around. Looks like I thought Duncan had a little hiccup there. Everything seems to be going fine as well. Duncan hasn't knocked his front wheels off yet from pushing Luke and is rocking and rolling. You think he wouldn't stay on the tracks much? Oh, Luke, actually, I don't know what happened there on the corner. Something happened, and now he's in peril. He's off the tracks, and now he's blocked the rest of the tracks, and Duncan is now caught up. Duke is heading for Duncan. Let's see if he can push through. And he's derailed too. I don't know. And he fell over on the curve as well. I'm not sure if he was hit Duncan and that happened, or if there's something on that curve, because that happened to Luke too. But Duke stalled now. Regardless, he was the last engine going. Unfortunately, Duncan had to get shoved off the tracks for Duke to accomplish this. But he did it in the end, so all engines on this side of the board have points, but Rosie, Duncan, and Scruff don't, so Charlie, Lady, and Duke all in 1, Luke on 3, going into the final round. Can anyone, I guess no one can beat Luke, but see if any other engines get a point on the board or if Luke will continue his dictator reign. Alright, final round. How will this whole thing end? Duke goes first. Rosie, Scruff, and Duncan. Charlie. Duncan and Rosie, close call there. Charlie and Scruff, they're both gone. And Scruff is trying to get back on the track, so Lady and Duncan knocked each other over. Rosie also fell in the middle. Duke and Luke are the last ones going around. But Luke is heading for a blockage. And he's trying to push through. Lady actually clipped him and he fell over. And Duke is the last one going around. Gets past Scruff. Let's see what happens. Can he push himself through? and it looks like he's caught on Lady, so I guess not. But I guess it doesn't matter anyway, because Duke will get the point today. Will get the final point of today's competition. So this whole competition is over. So now let's see in the middle the final recap and photo shoot. Alright, and the winner of today's competition will be Little Narrow Gauge Green Engine number 22, Luke. So he won the most rounds today. The first 3 rounds all went to him. Then Charlie and Lady finally got points, and then Duke won the last 2 rounds. And fortunately, Rosie, Duncan, and Scruff didn't accumulate any points on the board. But wow, Luke definitely had a great start. Duke, maybe a couple more rounds could have caught him, but man, Luke was just, I don't know what, he was just doing, whatever he was doing, it was working. Somehow he got all the first couple rounds, and then finally, he finally decided that was good enough and put him in the good enough lead so he could just take it easy. But he almost got a couple other rounds too, so definitely good job today, Luke, and all the other engines, good job as well. So yeah, that was crazy rounds. So anyways, thank you all for watching for the rest of the week. Might have an update video sometime, and then maybe some unboxings or reviews, and then the Crash City and stuff, of course, too. So anyways, thank you all for watching. Troublesome Truck signing out. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.